And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back and pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Now he's looking to throw it. Scrambling away. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on second down. He's got his man. Touchdown USC! Reeled it in and just made the house call. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Unloads to the right. And that one's incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Fast motion from the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He breaks a tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They want to run it left here. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in the rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On the
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UMass put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Minutemen had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too. Before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down. He throws one to the left. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
The expressway is wide open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Line getting set on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Calls his own number. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. The Gators sending the offense back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Quarterback adapting. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front of steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks who want to play quarterback.
He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The short hands, it's Perkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Gators have this offense rolling. They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perkins. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Give to the running back. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Get set.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking to scramble. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown USC! And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 31 to Louisville. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators are marching down the field. Back to the air one more time. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play. But I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof. If you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel them later.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, get him to the ground for no gain.
Feeling some heat. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. USC 35, Florida 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide out in motion. On second down, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. They're trying to get to him. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Past the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here.
He's going to fire deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
For the offense.
DB's right up on the receivers. Now they'll try the right side. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He now has 115 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for it all. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get to get.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Boston College is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 28 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And man, is that just an indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Quarterback checking off. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going for the big play. And he's got it at the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He'll set up to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
14.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it.